All right, Saturday, May 6th is our trading course, 10 hours long. Just a quick reminder before I go into the watch list video here that there's only a couple days left to sign up. We do this about 4 times a year, and obviously it's recorded and you can watch it over and over. We highly recommend if you take the course, watching it over and over. You'll have much better success trading. It's too much material to take in one day without reviewing over and over, right? So keep that in mind. Not going to go into detail like I have the last couple videos, but suffice it to say there is no fluff to fill up that 10 hours. It is all actionable, necessary stuff that Wayne and I use every single day to make money in the markets. Even though it's recorded and you can watch it over and over too, we do live ones about 4 times a year. So this is one of those every quarter basically we put one on, and this one is May 6th. It's a long day. Make sure you bring snacks, but it flies by. And I'm proud to say we do this about, as I said, about 4 times a year. We have never received one negative email, comment, and chat or anything about the material, about the course, about any of it. And I'm very, very proud of that. Usually with this many people having taken it, you would expect some negative feedback. We've not gotten one negative, and we're very proud of it. And when we decided to put the course together, we decided to make sure that it was actually the stuff that we do every day, not just trying to sell fluff, as I said before. Very, very proud of it. All right, so the SPY is just chopping sideways, straight. I mean, this is unusual, actually, the fact that we're still sideways doing nothing. And today was FOMC day, and we're in the thick of earnings season. So it's really kind of bizarre action. You would expect to see some direction in the market, up or down, and we're getting this. So keep that in mind. It's a little bit weird. IWM a little bit weaker than the overall market, but also coming off of all-time highs. So it's sitting at the 20-day. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and build our watch list. That is not supposed to be on the watch list. Let's just start with this Fitbit. Now there's nothing here, right? It's just straight sideways, except that they reported in after hours and it shot up to like 640, I think, somewhere around there. As I'm talking, which is about 5:30, it's at 608. So, if it opens there tomorrow, you could argue that it's gapping up above a good month's worth of trading. So certainly one to watch tomorrow. Fit can be a tough trader. A lower float stock that did a reverse split back here and actually got a nice pop on an intraday basis. Now you've got a lower high and a lower high again. Only 162,000 shares traded today. This is not the best environment for these low float, low price stocks. I want to remind everybody that. Having said that, looking at the 10-day chart, whatever this is, it's interesting. If it gets up here around 220, it might head back up to recent highs. But not in love with this kind of stock right now in the thick of earnings season. You don't see great action in these this time of year. PIRS did gap up and rip and really big volume. I'm going to look for a follow-through day in that one tomorrow. Maybe a red to green, something along those lines. Definitely want it to be on a chart. CDXC still extended after this nice breakout yesterday. Still extended from the moving averages. I feel like it needs to come in again. But you've heard me say that in videos before, and then next thing you know, we get a beautiful setup and a rip. So because it's one of the stocks showing great recent strength, right, and kind of breaking out, I'm going to put that one on watch for tomorrow. SLCA. I like to have a couple of bounce watches, especially when I'm finding them on my scanners. And SLCA straight down for 4 days. And 4 days ago it was 42.71 down to like 37-ish today. Yeah, I don't see any like great support here or anything other than just 4 days down in a row. And I wanted to watch a couple for bounces. Under Armour back down to the 20-day UA. This has been on bounce watch for a few days. Looks pretty good here. No trades in it the entire 4-day period that I've had on bounce watch, but it looks pretty good here for a potential bounce tomorrow. And again, I only take these with a proper intraday setup. MOS, another potential bouncer. A couple of huge days down here. Huge, relatively speaking, for this stock. And nearing this 23 support. And whenever you get down to an area of support and you get there pretty quickly, like boom, boom, without any consolidation on the way, that is a decent setup for a snapback bounce, just as a day trade. This is a really weird chart, ASPS. This one moves with OCN, so keep OCN on your radar. And if OCN gets a nice bounce, I thought about just putting OCN on watch, but ASPS, I don't know, for some reason, these 3 days down in a row, taking out recent lows, to me is set up for a snapback bounce, especially if OCN starts to rally. So this just goes on bounce watch. Again, I'm not bullish on this chart. I'm looking for a day trade, and there's a strong chance it won't give me a setup tomorrow, and I'll do nothing with it. It doesn't cost me anything to have it on a chart. EYES, a nice spike out of consolidation yesterday. Quiet inside day today. I like it over today's high. Over $1.30. This one might start to take off to the upside. And then lastly, I have BASI. Let me just say quickly, I'm not in love with this list, but hopefully we'll find a decent gapper or two in the morning. BASI broke out yesterday. Quiet inside day today. Looks interesting over $1.60. And that's it. That's my entire list. Enjoy your evening, and we'll see everybody tomorrow.